You know what it takes to be number one. At State Farm, so do we.
You have to be a leader. To be a point guard, you're the coach on the floor. So you have to be able to lead your team. You have to have the respect of your team in order to lead them. There's just so many things that go into being a point guard, but in my opinion, it's the best position to be.
Starting this second half, Zoe off the screen by Middles, pops the 17-footer, good.
Coach Ryan, of course, you know, a legendary coach. I wanted to play for her, but also I knew she knew how to coach point guards. And being that so many players, so many point guards left this program, being successful still, you know, it wasn't just they got to college and they had their college career and that's it. They moved on after this basketball-wise. And I know she knew how to coach point guards, and she and her point guards have a great relationship. We had a tournament in New York, and she played in Boston with the Philadelphia Rays. She was playing a Boston team. We drove all the way up there to go. He surprised me, and we went to go see her play, and it was like front row.
Williams, right baseline, throws it to the left corner. Zoll up with a three-ball right down the pipe.
She's the general on their team. You know, she's the head. If you cut her out of the game, a big chunk of what Virginia does well will go as well. You know, you need somebody on your team that can run your team in tight situations. She doesn't always light up the scoreboard, but the things that she does, you really don't have to. The intangibles, the things that don't show up in the scoreboard is what she's about.
She just sees things that most people don't see. She has such a great knowledge of the game. I mean, she really is a coach on the floor, which is exactly what you want your point guard to be.
There can be times in a game when you don't have any more timeouts. You can't look to your coach, and you get to control the game. You get to make calls. You get to make, you know, you don't always make the plays, but you get to make the calls that the play is made. You know, and sometimes that's more satisfying for me, calling a play and seeing how it works and seeing my team execute it to perfection.
She does so many things well. She keeps her dribble alive longer than most people and really lets the play develop to get a pass somewhere where most people don't see it or things like that.
I think what a lot of people don't understand is the things that you have to do to prepare for games. It's like a quarterback, you have to know all your plays. Not only in your position, you have to know everyone else's position too. So that you can't start a play if everybody's not in the right spot. If somebody doesn't remember a play, you have to tell them where to go. You have to know what plays for what defenses, what plays you run for each person on your team. So you have to know the personalities, the strengths and weaknesses of your teammates, as well as the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents, so that you know what to exploit and what not to.
She cares a lot. She cares a lot about this program. She cares a lot about us. She cares a lot about everything. She's somebody that you can count on both on and off the court. She's a captain for our program, and she's obviously kind of the little engine that makes us go.
She's pretty passionate about whatever she does, not just on the court of basketball, but whatever it is. If it's telling a joke, like she's into the joke or whatever it is, she just expresses herself well, and it's just fun person to be around.
Ever since I was younger, I've been competitive at everything. My parents would always laugh because I couldn't play cards. I couldn't do anything with other kids because if I lost, I'd be mad. I'd come home, I'd take my ball. I just been a bad loser because I just hated to lose. And it's in everything. We joke about it on our team. Our team is so competitive. The foreign tour helped us because we got to bond. We didn't have any phones over there. It wasn't like we had the internet and all that stuff, so it was just us having conversations with each other, you know. And that's not really a problem with us because we all like to talk. But we had, you know, serious conversations, in-depth conversations. We went through a lot of emotional experiences over there, you know. We went to Glory Island, where we saw where the slaves were and how they had to go out, and that was just really emotional for everyone. We got to see how fortunate we are as people and as Americans, how you need to appreciate things more, you know, not just material, but your family. A lot of people don't understand what that can do to you as a person, you know. All of us got better as people, therefore we got better as a team. I want to get back to the tournament. I feel like we have the team to do that. I want to do it for myself because I was there first year, and I also want to do it for Coach Ryan. She hasn't been there in 2 years, and all the work she puts in, she deserves it. After this, of course I'm going to stay close with all my teammates. And my coaches, but I want to play for a little bit, and I ultimately want to coach.
She'd be a great coach. I mean, she has so much knowledge of the game. It's unbelievable, and she's going to make a great coach one day. We've learned a lot the past 4 years of what to do in a program, and she's going to be great.
I love being able to make a call and seeing it executed to perfection, and I feel like I get a lot of gratification out of coaching.